Caleb here. I had a few questions recently on a video that I posted about what I use to record, and so I thought I'd do a quick tour of my recording setup and just kind of show you exactly what it is that I'm using and kind of how it's set up. So here we go. Alright, so first things first, the dog, Chuggles. Say hi, Chuggles. Maybe not. Okay, so this is the setup. My Mac is running Logic Pro 9, which I just heard about 10 today, so I'm excited to possibly check that out. Looks like it has got some really cool features I'm pumped about. But that's Logic Pro 9. Sorry, the text alerts are going off. And then what I'm running as an interface is just kind of a traditional PreSonus FirePod. This is an earlier one, so I know that they've upgraded a couple times since then. I thought about selling it and going the Apogee route, and those things seem really cool, but man, this is just tried and true for what I am looking for. So, and I just silenced my ringer, so that shouldn't happen again. Sorry about that. Then my mic preamp, that's what you're seeing down here. It's an ART 2 Pre TPS, or TPS2. It's just a 2-channel classic tube mic pre. Nothing too fancy. It works good for what I use it for, and it gets a good warm sound, better than just a dry signal on a mic. Don't use it on a lot of instruments. I've used it on kick drum before, but pretty much just like on vocals. And then this little guy is really a nice thing. PreSonus makes it. It's called the Fader Port. It's a motorized fader. Let me see if I can show you. Give me 1 second here. I'll put it on something where you can see. So like in this track, whenever I hit play, oh, that's way too far away. So you can see it follows the settings from what I've recorded, and so the fader is motorized, and it follows the track outlines for volume and everything. And it's kind of a cool deal. You can get away without using one, but the reason I really like it is it just gives me those physical controls that you would normally not have just doing standard digital computer-based recording. And it's nice to have that. You can map out a MIDI controller, a MIDI keyboard or something, but you don't have the fader, the motorized fader. So, anyways, I like it a lot. It's I don't know if it speeds up workflow, maybe a little bit, but it just makes it more fun. So, but yeah, that runs USB and it has its own little power deal, and that's how that works. There's the guitars. I keep all extra cables and junk stored down here. And then, handy dandy salvage board. Don't want to leave that out. And then my mic. So my mic is, and I really, really like this mic. I've gone through a couple different ones, but this is an MXL V89. It's just got really, really good. You don't have to EQ it a whole lot like on vocal stuff. It's really, really natural sounding on vocals, and it's just got a real. I've always had to work a lot with mics to get them to sound good, and this one just right out of the box is really, really nice. This still behind here is a SE. Oops, sorry, right there you can see it. It's an SE. I think they're called reflection filters, and it works really well, just cutting down on room noise and stuff, and helps with the vocal tracks. And then the T-shirt quilt, which is an essential bit of home studio padding. When I moved, my mom had this made for me out of a bunch of my old T-shirts, and it turns out to be really good sound dampening material, so that's why it's on the wall. Anyways, that's pretty much the whole setup. It's really compact. I can take it with me pretty easily, just unplugging the rack case and folding it up and going. So this is what I've been doing my recordings with, for those of you that have asked. I'll try to do some hands-on stuff, kind of walking through some of the settings that I use later, but just wanted to give you a little picture of my setup.